Hi, everyone. I'm Ross Hyman. This is North Jersey Living. Thanks for joining us today. We have a great episode. We're going to be looking at Millburn-Short Hills, New Jersey on a Google map, and we're going to tell you everything you need to know about living in Millburn-Short Hills and walk through the map and show you the things in the area. Want to see more videos like this and you like this one, please feel free to like and subscribe. If you would like some help moving to the North Jersey area or are planning to sell a home in North Jersey, please feel free to reach out to Greg or myself. Our contact information is below. So with that being said, let's take a look. Millburn-Short Hills is this area here. Let me just say I've got this is Millburn, and it includes Short Hills, which is part of Millburn. For those of you who haven't seen my other videos, Millburn is about 10 square miles and Short Hills takes up a little more than half of that. But most of the people who live in this township live in the Short Hills area, which is considered an unincorporated community and a census designated place. So Millburn is the township and Short Hills is a community within the township that the census recognizes. If you've ever seen the rankings of the wealthiest communities in the country, Time Magazine, I think in 2014, said Short Hills was the wealthiest community in the United States. There are plenty of surveys and articles like that talk about how Short Hills specifically is one of the most expensive places to live and also one of the wealthiest communities. So that being said, you know, there's a lot of beautiful homes there. There's a lot of really great things in the area. The schools are very highly ranked according to all number of sources, including niche.com and a host of other publications that will tell you what a great school system they have. We'll get into that. First thing I want to show you is where it's located. And I'm just going to back out a little bit here. Millburn-Short Hills is in northern New Jersey. It is about 15 miles west of Manhattan. So here is Millburn-Short Hills, surrounded by towns like Chatham, Summit, Springfield, Maplewood, and Newark's over here. And then New York City is here. So right here, this is New York City. So it gives you some idea. That's about 15 miles straight away. And there are trains that run from Millburn to Short Hills. I'm going to show you the train lines from Millburn-Short Hills to New York City. This is the Short Hills station to the west and Millburn station to the east that run right through the south end of Millburn Township. So that gives you some idea of the commutability. You've also got the Newark International Airport not too far away. Here is the Newark International Airport, and here again is Millburn-Short Hills. It's actually very close to the airport, and you can take this is Route 78. You can take Route 78 if you're driving. There's even a train station there, so you could take a train if you choose, but very convenient for international and, well, domestic or international air travel. So that is the New York City proximity. Of course, Short Hills and Millburn-Short Hills has its own cultural places like the Paper Mill Playhouse, which if you've seen any of our other videos, I talk a lot about the Paper Mill Playhouse because it's the cultural center of the area. And it's also the State Theater of New Jersey. It's also, it was even recognized with a Tony Award in 2016 for being a great theater. So gets a lot of attention. It's considered a pre-Broadway theater. So some of the performers go on to Broadway. In fact, sometimes Broadway performers come back and perform there, and they have classes. It's a great place to take acting lessons and so forth. That's the Paper Mill Playhouse. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. The schools are one of the many reasons people move here. So Deerfield Elementary, you can even see by the Google ranks, it's 4.8. Glenwood Elementary, 4.5 stars. Wyoming School, 5 stars. That's the Wyoming section, incidentally, of Short Hills Millburn is not as expensive of an area to live in as this is Millburn. It's not as expensive of an area as Short Hills, which is up, northwest of here. In total, there are 5 elementary schools, and there's one 5th grade school, which all the students go from the elementary to the 5th grade school. And then there's a middle school and a high school. So there's 8 public schools. There's also some private schools in the area. The Far Hills School, I believe, is one of them. And then there's another school that is for special needs. And that is a really great school, very well regarded. That's in the area as well. There's plenty of schools. I mean, 8 schools in this small 10 square mile area is considerable. And a lot of the taxes go towards those schools. And so that's one of the reasons that taxes are higher in this area. They do, at least you're getting a quality school for the money that you're paying for your property taxes. Some other things that I want to point out while we're looking around here for as far as activities are concerned, you can see there's Canoe Brook Country Club over here. That is within the Millburn-Short Hills boundaries. You've got the Cora Hartshorn Arboretum, which is a beautiful place to visit. You've got the south end of the South Mountain Reservation, which has hiking trails and biking trails and some very cool things. They have a really fun thing called the South Mountain Reservation Ferry Trail, which when my daughter was young, I used to take her to that. And it's got basically little dollhouses built into trees and rocks, and all made of the materials that are available in the forest there. And people come and they do this. They spend a considerable amount of time making these beautiful little structures, and it's really magical for little kids. So something worth seeing. We've got Taylor Park down here to the southeast. Taylor Park has a beautiful pond. It's a really nice place to visit. You've got Fox Hill Reserve, and nothing popping up to show you there, but Fox Hill Reserve is another park in the area. And there's even an arboretum over here, though I'm not sure if this is still within the boundaries of Short Hills Millburn, but I believe it is. I believe it's within Millburn. That's the Reeves Reed Arboretum. So you can see also as I pull these up how highly rated all of these places are. They're all really well maintained. They're supported by the community, and people really care about this type of thing in this township. So you'll see a lot of energy put into maintaining these arboretums and reserves and hiking trails and so forth and so on, which was really the goal of the founder of Short Hills, Stuart Hartshorn. By the way, you'll see the name Hartshorn on a lot of things as a result. There's a Hartshorn Elementary. There's all kinds of things named after Hartshorn. Now, there is a mall here. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier in this video, but the Short Hills Mall is here. And they're just showing you the Warby Parker here, but the Short Hills Mall is in this area here. And there's also a Hilton there, and very nice Hilton. And so that mall is a destination as well. It's a really beautiful indoor mall. There's very high-end shops, and then you have restaurants like Legal Seafood, and I believe the Cheesecake Factory's there. It's just one of those malls that's it's a destination on its own. Great destination, great place to visit. And they even have a Lucid car dealership. They used to have a Tesla dealership in there. There's a Crate and Barrel, Nordstrom. So great shopping there. All right, just wanted to take a moment and talk about the roads in the area. You can see that I-78, Interstate 78 cuts across right here at the south end of Millburn. And then Route 24 comes down here from northwest to meet up with 78. And then you've got Route 510 that cuts through here and goes through up through the top section here. We've always got the Garden State Parkway. That's going to be the Garden State Parkway running north-south here. Let's see what exit this would be. Probably Springfield Avenue, exit off the Garden State, and then you cut over this way. Or if you wanted to come across sooner, you could get off here at Vailsburg and come across. So that's if you're coming from the Garden State. Let's just back out a little bit here. You could see there's quite a lot of large roads in the area to get in and out of the city, to get to the suburbs. Out west here is 287 that goes all the way down into Pennsylvania. So 78, which runs across here. meets up with 278, which runs north-south. So you've got a lot of major roads there that you can take to get to Millburn-Short Hills. Oh, and there's Route 10 up there, which runs east-west as well. So it's further north. I did want to point out a couple of other things while I'm at this view that you can see. There is Thomas Edison National Historical Park, which is where Thomas Edison invented many of his greatest inventions. And then there's the Essex County Turtleback Zoo, which is one of my favorite zoos. They get almost 1 million visitors a year to this zoo. It's a small zoo, but very manageable with small children. And they have great activities there. They do the face paintings. They do, where you can walk through a butterfly habitat, all kinds of fun stuff. You can touch stingrays. Great stuff for the family. So while we're at this view, I thought that'd be great to point out. And then let's get back to the other stuff over here. And then what I do also want to show you are restaurants in the area. You can see that a lot of it, there's the Cheesecake Factory at the Short Hills Mall. You can see that most of it's concentrated down here. Now this is all in the area. This is the Millburn downtown area. So you'll see a lot of restaurants bunched up here. You've got the Carriage House, fine dining. You've got Joey's Tap and Tavern, which is more of a bar. La Strada, Italian restaurant. Sunny Scrambled. Used to be a coffee shop called Rock and Joe, and now it's a breakfast place. Also, all of this near the Millburn train station. You've got Basilico. You can see how nice these restaurants are. Moonshine Supper Club, Modern Supper Club. Blah, can't say that. Live Breads. You've got Gianmarco Trattoria, however you pronounce that. Cafe Monet, Springbone Kitchen, La Pergola. I know that the Standard is around here too. I'm just looking for that. Here's Millburn Ramen, EVOO and Lemon, Mediterranean restaurant, Fiamma, great wood-fired pizza. There's also one in Montclair. There's the Millburn Standard. So, really cool restaurant. Show you a little bit of that. You can see it's open till 2 a.m. Here's some pictures of the Millburn Standard. This place is well known. It's a landmark. It's a gathering place. Very cool look. So I wanted you to see that. So you can see all the restaurants there down in that area. And there's some out here. Here's Coda. That's a little out east. This area has a lot of great things. You've got Vauxhall and Union, which are down here to the east. This is a different town, but there's a Home Depot down there. You've got Trader Joe's in Millburn, which if you like that shopping, Trader Joe's, there's one in Millburn. It's a really full community. There's so much in there. There's great shopping. There's great parks. There's beautiful houses and residences, and the train stations, the accessibility to New York City. It's just got it all. It's one of the reasons why Millburn-Short Hills is such an expensive place to live, because a lot of people want to live there. So that's a quick overview by map. I hope you like it. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to myself or to Greg. Our contact information is below. If you like this video, you want to see more like it, please like and subscribe. And also, feel free to leave a comment. Let us know if there's something you want to see, if there's something that's missing, any thoughts that you have. We'd love to hear from you. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching the Millburn-Short Hills Google Map video, and see you soon.